$300+ raise to SSI, Supplemental Security Income. I have all the details and what you need to know right here in the video, so let's get right into it. I know in this video we're specifically focusing on SSI, Supplemental Security Income, and a $300+ raise to these monthly benefits, and the major discrepancies with this program to raise these benefits up to where the program was supposed to be in the first place, as this program was established back in the early 70s, and the whole purpose behind this program and how this relates to a $300+ increase to these monthly benefits. We've got a lot to talk about here in the video. Let's get right into it. Really fast before we do, thanks so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe right down below the video. It's totally free to do so, and I'm here for you right by your side every single day to help you out in any way that I possibly can, as well as keeping you informed of what is actually going on out there as things are changing rapidly. And we all know there's a lot of bills, packages, proposals coming out of Congress, a lot of announcements out of lawmakers and the administration, and we know they want to change Social Security and a lot of these programs administered by the Social Security Administration in a major way. So again, please subscribe down below. I'll be here for you every single day, no matter what, to keep you informed. Let's get into it and talk about SSI, the major discrepancies with this program, how it needs to be changed to go back to its original form, because remember, this program was formed back in 1972. What is the purpose of the SSI program? It was formed as an anti-poverty program, okay? Here's the thing. This program was formed 51 years ago as an anti-poverty program. In fact, let me share with you the details really fast here, because this is actually very interesting, and I want to bring this full circle to where we currently are right here, right now, and why this is a major issue that we're currently dealing with. So, back in the 70s, okay, this was actually formed when Richard Nixon was in office, okay? So here's what the purpose was. Back then, 1972, they found that older adults aged 65 and older, and those people who are younger than 65 who have disabilities, they were finding were relying on friends and family members to help them out with, financial issues, because maybe they weren't able to, work at the capacity that they wanted to for all kinds of reasons. Doesn't really matter. But the idea was, they found that some individuals were relying on friends and family members for financial support. Well, they said, why don't we form a program and we'll call it SSI, Supplemental Security Income, to help those individuals with a cash allowance on a monthly basis so they are no longer reliant on friends and family to help out with their finances. So then they formed the SSI program, Supplemental Security Income, as an anti-poverty program, okay? That was the whole purpose of that. When I say anti-poverty, I literally mean lifting people above the federal poverty line and helping them out on a monthly basis. That was the whole purpose of this program back then. However, get this. Here we are 51 years later, and guess what SSI is now? Is it still an anti-poverty program? Unfortunately, it is not an anti-poverty program anymore. This is a poverty program, okay? The reason that I say that is these benefits are well below the federal poverty line. As of right now in 2023, they are significantly below the federal poverty line by over 30%. That's craziness right there. So basically over 51 years of time, when this program was started in early 70s, 1972, until now in 2023, during that 51 years of time right there, this program went from helping people out, keeping people above the federal poverty line, to now having people slip below the federal poverty line by 30+%. It's crazy, right? So somebody really dropped the ball here over the last 51 years on this program. In other words, what happened is this program was never reformed. This program has gone through virtually no reform since it was brought in through its inception back 51 years ago, okay? However, let me break down the details of this, because we know that there are pieces of legislation out there in Congress right here, right now, to change this program and to do some things to it, as in change it, fix it up, tune it up, bring it up to current time, and do different things to this program to help out the roughly 8 million beneficiaries who receive the benefits from the SSI program, some Supplemental Security Income, okay? However, get this, as of right now, these SSI benefits, again, right now in 2023, the maximum benefit, as you know, is $914 a month for an individual. However, get this, what is the federal poverty line right now in 2023? $1,215. That's a difference of $301 a month is how much below the federal poverty line these benefits are right now. That's about just under 33%, okay? That's a lot. That's a massive, massive discrepancy between where the program is supposed to be. So the whole idea right now, and what some lawmakers have out there in Congress right now with some of this legislation, is to raise these benefits up to the federal poverty line where they were supposed to be every single year. That's where this program was supposed to be. That was the whole purpose of this program, is to continue paying benefits out at the federal poverty line, okay? So here's what happened, okay? Let me break down the details as far as why. Why did this happen? Are they trying to, stiff us? Are they trying to pull a fast one on us? No, not necessarily. I don't want to say that, okay? They're not trying to do this intentionally, but what they are doing is they're neglecting updating this program on a regular basis and adjusting these benefits on an annualized basis to adjust for what the real federal poverty line is, okay? So get this. So the program is supposed to be adjusted each and every year to adjust for the increase to the federal poverty line. We know that the federal poverty line increases by about 5 to 7 or so % every single year, okay? Well, as a result of that, the SSI program also gets the COLA just like Social Security beneficiaries. But here's the problem. The federal poverty line increases. The COLA is like 1%, 1.5%, maybe 2%, maybe 3%, or maybe like this year in 2023, it's an outlier and it's, 8.7%. That does not happen often at all, right? 1981 was the last time we saw a COLA anywhere near what we're seeing right now, okay? So what is that, 42 years ago? Yeah, right? So that's a long time as well. So anyway, the whole purpose behind this is this program was supposed to be updated each and every year. A little bit, little incremental changes every single year to adjust for the federal poverty line. It wasn't happening. So therefore, over 51 years of time, now it's gotten away from us by $301 a month, or what is that, $3,600 plus a year is how much this program is behind. So you can see here, little incremental changes, $20 here, $30 there, $17 there. $42 there, whatever it happens to be each and every year. Little adjustments that were not being accounted for. Here we are, $301 later, and we're below the federal poverty line. Massive, massive discrepancies, okay? So this program, unfortunately, has gone from an anti-poverty program, keeping people out of poverty, to literally holding about 8 million people receiving these benefits below the federal poverty line. Now, why do I say holding below the federal poverty line? Here's why. Can you have any income as an SSI beneficiary? You can. You can have a very, very, very small amount of income as an SSI beneficiary. If you exceed the threshold, and if they find out, what happens? Well, there goes your benefit. You know what I mean? It does not, it's very unforgiving, okay? They don't say, oh, it's okay, you'll be fine next month. No, they're very unforgiving, okay? They basically say, sorry, you blew it. There goes your benefit, right? So even think of this. And of course, you know this as an SSI beneficiary, but let me throw this out there really quickly. If I were to give you a bag of groceries, for example, if I were to give you, say, a bag of groceries worth $20, you're supposed to report that. Are you kidding me right now? You know what I mean? Like, seriously, if I'm going to give you a bag of groceries, leave us alone. We want to help. I want to do what I can to help you out. Who cares if I'm giving somebody groceries? You know what I mean? What is the difference? Leave us alone, right? So anyway, the point is, you're supposed to report that. You're supposed to report anything like that. If I walked by you on the street and I handed you a $20 bill, you're supposed to report that. Seriously? I mean, here's the thing. I'm not saying you should, violate rules and stuff like that. I'm very much a rule follower. I haven't always been a rule follower my whole life. When I was a little kid, when I was like in the teens, I was not a good kid, okay? I didn't do anything like super bad. I'm just saying, like, I did a lot of stupid stuff. Let's just say that much, okay? Like a teenage boy, I mean, seriously, let's be real. I was kind of an idiot, you know what I mean? Anyway, I've grown up since then, you know what I mean? But my point is, I'm not saying we should break the rules or anything like that. I'm just simply saying, anything like this, I mean, you got to report that stuff. It's very ethical. You got to do what's right. But at the same time, I mean, that's just ridiculous. You know what I mean? If somebody wants to help out a family member or a friend or a neighbor by simply handing them over, a 20 to go buy some groceries, or to hand them a bag of groceries, something like that, and just saying, here, just want to help you out a little bit, to report that, that's nuts, especially for somebody that's living on this program and getting these monthly benefits well below the federal poverty line. I don't know. Seems really messed up to me. Anyway, this is what I'm looking at right here. And again, we know that there are pieces of legislation out there. For example, the SSI Restoration Act. This is the key piece of legislation. Now, don't get me wrong. There are other standalone bills that are out there as well to do a lot of these things. But this is the key one out there that would reform SSI in a major, major way. A lot of things, raising benefits, increasing the possession limit, removing the marriage penalty, a whole bunch of cool things like that. It would ultimately reform SSI in a major way, and we all know needs it in a major way, right? This program has not been touched in about 50 years since inception. Well, I'm sorry, but it needs to be fixed, right? Anyway, we'll see what Congress can do here. Of course, I'll keep you posted on anything else going on and what they're now saying, as well as any other details on the SSI Restoration Act or any standalone piece of legislation that come out like that. Of course, I'll bring it to your attention right away. So please subscribe down below. I hope this explains the SSI program a little bit further and gives you an idea of how far this program is below where it's actually supposed to be, just because of little incremental changes that should have been taking place each and every year, and essentially were not. Therefore, the program is behind by 30+% or $300+ a month. So anyway, craziness, right? Enjoy your day. Hope you're having a nice one. Please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share this video with your friends, family, social media. Go back and check out any of the other thousands of videos here on the channel. Until next time, enjoy your day. Have a good one, and catch you again later in the next video.